Today I would like to talk about how you can detect abuse literally in the first weeks of relationships with a narcissist or anyone from a dark triad. And I'm not talking about observing their behavior, I'm talking about your own internal feelings, body reactions, and those changes that you can track in yourselves. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. This is very important because often we ignore the body's reactions. We do not trust ourselves and do not listen to ourselves. And when you start feeling bad next to a person, you talk yourself into believing you just had a bad day, or maybe it's magnetic storms happening and so on. And this is our strategic mistake. Mistake of not listening to ourselves. So the first thing that happened to us when we find ourselves in a situation of psychological violence is the production of stress hormones. Adrenaline, noradrenaline and cortisol. You might not yet realize what is happening, but the body is already set the alarm and screaming SOS, save your soul and run away. Now let's have a look at some dot points. What exactly is happening? Most often the gastrointestinal tract reacts. It is either diarrhea or constipation or irritable bowel syndrome or any other digestive problems. This is how stress hormones work. The digestive function is disrupted. You literally feeling how the stomach twists. You probably think this is butterflies in the stomach, right? No, this is cortisol elevated many times over the norm. It is very dangerous and begins to destroy you from the inside. Very often you can feel nauseous or even vomiting, literally like wanting to vomit, and you can feel the loss of appetite or, on the contrary, compulsive overeating. Technically, your way of reacting to stress. Next one is sleep problems. It is either inability to fall asleep, complete lack of sleep, or anxious and shallow sleep. Why is that? Because your nervous system is overexcited and you are technically not able to fully relax and living in a state of a chronic stress. Since cave people's times, if there is a danger, sleeping is not an option. You have to constantly be on the watch for a tiger or a lion. Same here. Even objectively everything can seem good and you are in love, your body feels the danger and gives you these primal reactions. Another one is thermoneurosis or psychogenic fever. It is a sudden and without reason an increase in body temperature. And if you go to see a doctor, most likely it will be impossible to find the cause, because the cause is located in our psyche, not in our body. Another pleasant symptom is tachcardia. It is this feeling that the heart is literally jumping out of your chest. Yes, it is natural to feel nervous or stressed at the early stages of relationship. But the difference is that when you are in a narcissistic relationship, this reaction is much more severe and can suddenly come and go even after a certain time. And again, our body just sends us signals of danger. This can also be accompanied by skin redness, the feeling that cheeks are burning, or your limbs can be icy, or these states alternate. Heat and cold. This is an indication that cardiovascular system starts to have problems. And in the long term, prolonged exposure to stress hormones leads to heart attacks and strokes. So we are halfway through, and if you are getting value of this video or recognize yourself in some of these symptoms, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me as a new creator to develop this channel. Now let's move on to heavy artillery. Another symptom your body will show is headache, cloudy head, feeling of emotional numbness, technically the state of non-resourcefulness and fatigue. Why is that? This is the state when your body was giving you signals before. It tried to accumulate all resources to awaken you, to make you escape, and since nothing happened, you are still there and the body no longer wants to spend any more resource to fight or flight, so you kinda fall in a state of freeze. your intuition drops significantly, you can stop feeling what is happening inside your mind, inside your body, and if a person is extremely sensitive or have been in this stress mode for a long time, the realization state might even happen. Another symptom is difficulty to concentrate, memory deteriorates, and it's difficult for you to concentrate on daily tasks. Technically, the brain refuses to function in a stress mode and switches to survival mode. Again, if we come back to the cave people times, when tiger was around, people did not solve logical tasks and algorithms. They were focused on surviving, so logical part of the brain have not been the primary to use. In emotionally abusive relationship, you are experiencing never-ending distress. It is constant tension, which very negatively affects cognitive functions. Memory, attention, reaction speed decreases. There is a state of inhibition, freezing and stupor. Another one is no power to communicate with anyone, which ends up in self-isolation. Any narcissist, any psychopath completely captures all your time and, if possible, personal space. For interaction with other people, you have less and less time and energy. Everything goes to the so-called family, if such relationship can be called a family. Moreover, we can become irritable towards other people. Next one is really widespread, and it is unjustified fear and anxiety, which are the first signs of future panic attacks. This is quite explainable because from now on there is constantly a source of deadly danger next to you. Further, there will be a desire to smoke even if you never smoked, or desire to drink even if you don't usually drink. You will just start looking for ways to calm the nervous system. Actually, interesting observation that people, especially women in a narcissistic relationship, are very often abusing benzos. Moreover, for no apparent reason, there may be hysteria, uncontrollable tears, and a state of being on the verge of madness. And this is when the shame creeps in, as you literally thinking that something is wrong with you. But no, this is how your psyche is releasing stress through tears and through extreme manifestations of emotions from overstrain and stress. You cried, you feel better. Just a primal way of self-regulating. So the question is, why does our body react in this way? When we communicate with narcissists and psychopaths, unconsciously, on an instinctive level, we read information that completely contradicts with what we hear and perceive consciously, and a huge cognitive dissonance arises between what we see and hear during the sugar show and what we feel on the instinctive level. That's why health problems begin if you continue to ignore the body's signals. The body gets used to it, and then chronic issues start. Then come diseases you didn't expect, and so on. So what to do about it? Make the right choice. Choose yourself. Has no relationship worth your health, neither physical nor emotional. If you want to know how to recognize a narcissist by behavior, I would highly recommend you to watch this video. It explains all 9 characteristics from Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health Disorder with real-life examples I made for an easier understanding. Look after yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you in next videos.